Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. I hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Kind of wanted to do a recap of something that happened 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was involved with a live show on the great Canadian Stud Muffins channel, Mr. Larry Graves. Wonderful, wonderful Larry. I love him. And it also included none other than Mr. Sam St. John, Rich Strickler, Chris Profy's Musically Obsessed, my wonderful friend Glenn Kellaway from the basement, and Randall Nelson, another wonderful, wonderful person. So many great members of the VC included in this live show, and that was a ton of fun. We were showing our 10 favorite opening tracks and our 10 favorite closing tracks. And there were so many great albums shown and so many great bands talked about on that day. It was a lot of fun. So I just thought I'd do kind of a recap, and for those that didn't see that show you today my 10 opening tracks, my favorites. I mean, these perhaps are not the best. These are just some of my favorites. And then probably tomorrow I'll show you my 10 closing tracks. I've had these albums out since that show, so I thought I better do this recap and then file my albums again because they're just kind of hanging around here. So that's what I plan on doing today. Just kind of a follow-up from the show that went on a couple of weeks ago on, again, Canadian Stud Muffins channel, Mr. Larry Graves. But go over to his channel, like and subscribe, leave wonderful, wonderful comments. Go to Rich Strickler's channel, Sam St. John channel, Glenn Kellaway's from the Basement channel, Chris Profy's Musically Obsessed channel, and Randall Nelson's channel. Again, leave like, subscribe, leave wonderful, wonderful comments on all of those wonderful persons' channels. So that's what I'm going to do today. Just 10 of some of my favorites. Not, I wouldn't say these are the all-time best opening tracks. These are just some of my favorites, and not in any particular order, but I did rank them from 10 to 1. But let's get into it, shall we? So starting off at number 10, the classic Canadian band, The Guess Who, off the album Canned Wheat, and this song, No Time. What a great way to open the track, that opening guitar sound. You've got Mr. Burton Cummings, lead vocal, piano, organ, rhythm guitar, flute, and harmonica. Powerful, powerful vocals. You got Gary Peterson, backup vocals, drums, table, congo, percussion. You've got Jim Cale, backup vocals and bass guitar, and the amazing Randy Bachman, backing up vocals, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, and sitar as well on this one. So yeah, No Time opens up. You've got that classic opening guitar riff going on, and Burton sounds so good on this one. Just belts out the track. So it's a little heavy in the beginning, and then the chorus kind of lightens it up with some cool finger picking and kind of a softer tone on the chorus. And then it goes right back into that heavy down. And you got the drums and guitars kind of going off against each other. And then halfway through you get this simple, powerful lead. Nothing too fancy, nothing too quick, but it works with this particular song. And it's a great album as well. You've got No Time, of course, starting it off. Minstrel Boy, Laughin', the great track Laughin', and then Undone, two big singles off of this one. So No Time, Laughin', and Undone, three great singles. 6 a.m. or Nearer, and then side 2 is Old Joe, Of a Dropping Pin, Key, and Fair Warning. Yeah, great album. If you don't know The Guess Who, and you should, this is a great way to start for these guys. Great album. This one's on the Victor label. Someone put their name on here and their name up there. I never understand that part, but anyway, great album. And number nine. from this opus of an album, Queen, A Night at the Opera, and the opening track, Death on Two Legs. This is a haunting track, a pretty powerful track. This album sounds so good too. Just that opening, bam, 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 bam. You've got that psychedelic stuff going on, and then it starts out boom with the piano. There's so much going on in this opening track, and then it stops, and then you've got that great lead work, and again, dramatic track. If you listen to the lyrics, he's just angry as hell, and I guess against a producer or a manager. I can't remember what exactly which was going on, but classic album, great opening track, Death on Two Legs. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Just a great way to start off this fantastic album. Lazing on a Sunday afternoon, I'm in love with my car, You're my best friend, number 39, Sweet Lady, Seaside Rendezvous, The Prophet's Song, Love of My Life, Good Company, the classic Bohemian Rhapsody, God Save the Queen. One of my favorite Queen albums for sure. But Death on Two Legs, what a dramatic way to open this fantastic album. Because part of the album's light. Of course, you got the opus Bohemian Rhapsody, but Death on Two Legs is just, he's out to get you for sure. That's number 9. Number 8 is Mr. Joe Walsh, off The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get, and the song Rocky Mountain Way. Just a classic track. Great opening riff for Joe. A wonderful slide work on that one as well. Some cool boogie piano if you listen to it in the background as well. And great album. There's the band there. So you got Rocky Mountain Way, Bookends, Wolf, Midnight Moodies, and Happy Ways. Then you got Meadows, Dreams, Days Gone By, and Daydream Prayer. Includes Joe Vitale on drums and flutes and vocals and keyboards and synthesizers. Rocky Grace on keyboards and vocals. Ken Passaleri on bass and vocals. And of course Joe, multi-instrumentalist, guitars, vocals, keyboards, synthesizers. Wonderful album. And Rocky Mountain Way, classic track. The minute you hear it, you know it. But again, as that guitar riff is going on, you can hear the boogie piano in the background, which is cool. And his slide work is some of the best, for sure. It's on the Dunhill label. Great album. The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. That's my number 8. Number 7, from Toys in the Attic, the title track, Toys in the Attic. Right off the bat, it's in your face. And it never slows down, never stops. Great hard driving track. And fantastic guitar work in there. Steven Tyler's vocals are so good. And this is, either this or Rocks are my 2 favorite Aerosmith albums. But what a great album this is as well, because you not only have the title track, Toys in the Attic, which is a great way to start this album. You got Uncle Salty, which is a cool kind of boogie sound. Adam's Apple, Walk This Way, the classic Walk This Way. Big 10-inch record, a fun track to listen to. And then Start 2 starts off with Sweet Emotions, which unfortunately isn't an opening track. It would have been a great opening track as well. No More, Round and Round, You See Me Crying. Great way to end the track. It didn't make my closing track, but it's a great closing track as well. And these guys were on fire. Just hitting all cylinders at this point. But that's my number 7. The great Toys in the Attic from this fantastic album. Number 6, Mr. Leslie West, and Off of Climbing. This is Mountain. and Mississippi Queen. Hard and heavy. Leslie West is just a beast as far as guitars and vocals. It sounds so good. Of course, the cowbells. You gotta love the cowbells in this one. And just belts it out. His vocals are so good, and the guitar work in this is awesome as well. But yeah, you got Mississippi Queen, theme for Imaginary Western, Never in My Life, Silver Paper, for Yazger's Farm, sorry, To My Friend, The Laird, Sitting on a Rainbow, and Boys in the Band. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, Leslie West is a fantastic player, and Mississippi Queen is just, you know, classic track, hard and heavy. Great album. Climbing. Top 5 from Heart and Little Queen, the beautiful Wilson sisters, gorgeous. You've got Barracuda. What can I say about Barracuda? Just powerful opening track, and Ann Wilson's vocals are so powerful. Great solo in this one as well. These guys rock. I mean, they've got, most of their albums go between beautiful ballads, just straight ahead rock. You got some great tracks off this one. You got Barracuda, Love Alive, Sylvan's Song, Dream of the Archer, Kick It Out, the great rockin' track, Kick It Out, Little Queen, Treat Me Well, Say Hello, Cry to Me, and Go On, Cry. Again, fantastic album. Really good stuff. And Barracuda is just a classic track. Just, and again, Ann Wilson, one of the best female vocalists ever. Great album. Number 4, getting back to Randy Bachman and his band Bachman Turner Overdrive, from Not Fragile. The opening track, the title track, Not Fragile. One of their heaviest tracks ever. If you think these guys couldn't rock, Not Fragile is just heavy, in your face. Twin lead guitars as well. And awesome stuff. Fred Turner's vocals, just that gritty, growly. Fred, I don't know how he did it all the way through, but great album. If you don't know Bachman Turner Overdrive, and you just know Taking Care of Business or Let It Ride, listen to Not Fragile. One of the heaviest tracks ever, and a great way to open this fantastic album. You got Not Fragile, Rock Is My Life, and This Is My Song, Roll On Down the Highway, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, their big hit. Freewheelin', Sledgehammer, another heavy track to start off side 2. Blue Monin', kind of a cool jazzy track. Second Hand, and Give It All Away. These guys are so good. Blair Thornton and Randy Bachman, two great. I love this inner cover as well. Two great guitarists. You got Fred Turner on bass and vocals, and Randy Bachman on lead guitar and vocals. Blair Thornton on second lead guitar and backing vocals, and Rob Bachman, Randy's brother, on drums and percussion. Yeah, these guys were huge. And Fred Turner, I mean, Randy sang. He didn't have the greatest voice, but I think he sang to give Fred Turner a break, because you can only sing that way so long. But Not Fragile, great heavy track, and Sledgehammer, another heavy one. So that's my number 4. My number 3, title track off of Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. Hair of the Dog. And that classic Son of a Bitch track on here. I love the cover of this one. But yeah, I'm not messing with the Son of a Bitch on this one. Love the cowbells again. Great cowbells, just like Mountain. Great groove of the track as well. Great rock and roll track. Awesome vocals. Love the guitar solo in this one. These guys rock it out for sure. And Dan McCafferty's vocals are just, again, that he's got that grit to his vocals. Really, really good. You got Manny, sorry, the glare on here. You got Manny Carlton on guitars and synthesizer, Pete Agnew on bass guitar and backing vocals, and Daryl Sweet on drums and percussion and backing vocals. Of course, Hair of the Dog, Miss Misery, Guilty, Change in Times, Beggar's Day, Rose in the Heather, Whiskey Drinking Woman, and Please Don't Judas Me. Fantastic album. And Hair of the Dog is a great, great track. Unfortunately, kind of overplayed sometimes on classic rock radio. That's why I don't listen to classic rock radio too often. Because you hear the same. If you don't hear Led Zeppelin, you're hearing Hair of the Dog. But great, great album. That's my number 3. And my number 2, off of this wonderful debut album, Dire Straits, and the title track, Down to the Waterline. Whew, what a great, great track. It starts off with that beautiful lead, and no one can sound like Mark Knopfler. Never uses a pick. It's all finger picking style. Haunting as it fades in and out, the opening part of it. And then it kicks in with that great grooving track. And then there's kind of a mini solo starting throughout the album. And just continues on. And I just love the sound of it. There's kind of a jangly sound to the track. It sounds so good. And it opens up to this fantastic, fantastic debut album. One of my favorites by Dire Straits. So you got Mark Knopfler on vocals, lead, and rhythm guitar. David Knopfler, his brother, on rhythm guitar. John Isley on bass, and Pick Withers on drums. It goes Down to the Waterline, Water of Love, Setting Me Up, Six Blade Knife, Southbound Again, Sultans of Swing, the great, great classic track, In the Gallery, Wild West, Ends and Lions. Fantastic album. Fantastic stuff. And my number 1, from Paranoid, Luke's Wall and War Pigs, or War Pigs and Luke's Wall, whichever you want to. I guess that's the proper way to do it. But what a fantastic album. The classic War Pigs. Love the bass run. The great riffs and Tony's awesome lead work. Ozzy sounds great. It's a haunting track. It's kind of relevant to today, the way, especially with what's happening. One of my favorite albums ever. Yeah, it's just an amazing, amazing track. What a way to start off the album. It's kind of yeah, this is a great start. I can't say it wouldn't be any better to start it off, because it just takes you away. Then you got Paranoid, Planet Caravan, Iron Man, the heavy, heavy track Iron Man, Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad, and Fairies Wear Boots. I almost chose this one, Fairies Wear Boots, as an awesome closing track. I may still have it. I can't remember right now. I'd have to look at my list. But so an album with both a great opening track and a great closing track. Maybe that should be another idea for a show. But what a great album this one is. And More Pigs, Luke Swall. What a great track. So there you have it. There's some awesome opening tracks, 10 fantastic opening tracks from 10 fantastic albums. Again, perhaps not the greatest. I'd like to see what your favorites are. Please leave those in the comments below. Have yourself a wonderful day. Love you all. Take care. Bye now.